Well, American foreign policy is in tatters, and I think when you look at the past 14 months, which it seems like in dog years, 7 years, Joe Biden was characterized as by Robert Gates, who was both Bush II and President Obama's Secretary of State. He said in his book, and in all seriousness, he said, Joe Biden has never gotten a major foreign policy decision correct in his 40-plus years that he served in the United States Congress. And that's what we're seeing happen here in America. You know, I've just been in the Congress for a little short of 2 years, Vicki. And if there's one thing that I found out, that you have to pay attention to foreign policy, because first of all, it's part of our job. But even if you don't want to spend a lot of time on foreign policy, you have to, because it's so important and it's part of what the Congress has to deal with. And it is simply in tatters here. When you look at the disastrous withdrawal in Afghanistan, you look at us weakening ourselves on the world stage by saying we're no longer going to be energy independent. The signals were loud and clear to the bad guys around the world that we can take advantage of the United States. And that's exactly what's happening. When I go around and talk to people, there's one question they ask: can we survive this for 4 years? It's a damn good question.
It is, because it's not clear that we can. So, if you look at everything, foreign policy-wise, it all connects to China. If you look at Afghanistan, our failure in Afghanistan, our failure to secure our own people, let alone our own equipment, and do that in an orderly fashion, resulted in the equipment left behind being sold to China. China's very happy, by the way, to have the tens and tens of billions of dollars in high-end and high-tech U.S. military equipment. If you take a look at the Iran deal that Joe Biden, who hates Vladimir Putin, he says so, but needs Vladimir Putin to negotiate so that Iran can have nuclear weapons. If you look at that, that is ticking off Saudi Arabia. What is Saudi Arabia doing in response? They're suggesting to China that maybe we'll take Chinese currency in exchange for oil. If you look at constantly poking the Russian bear in the form of Vladimir Putin, what is Vladimir Putin doing? He's looking over to China, which announced an alliance with Russia on how China can help Russia or how Russia can help China. So you've got all China, COVID, China, Iran, China, Saudi Arabia, China, Afghanistan, China, Russia, China. Our supply chain, China. Our economy, China. Our military security, China. Our inability to handle incoming hypersonic weapons, it's all related to China. Fentanyl killing Americans, China.
China it certainly seeks to be the dominant superpower in the world. They want to displace us in the 21st century, and we're making those decisions right now, whether that's going to happen. Let me give you one more small example of how we're handing the keys to the safe in America to China. With all this push towards wind and solar power, including these solar and wind farms that are being built, including down in the Madison area, that are going to take all kinds of productive agricultural farmland out of production, which, by the way, I've introduced a bill to stop that, to stop giving them subsidies, rich subsidies, so that they can pay enormous rents to take farmland out of production. Remember where those solar panels and wind turbines come from. They come from China. So what are we trading? We're trading intermittent power, electrical generation here in America. And what are they doing over in China? They're building coal plants, so their electricity grid is working 24 hours a day. That's the kind of trade-offs that are being made with public policy by Joe Biden here in America. And it is really harmful for the long-term health of America.